Hey, I'm Martz. I make psychedelic electronic music. Please check out what I do and share it with somebody that you love. So you've got a synthesizer that you love, maybe something like the Korg Mono here, and it's got a 16-step sequencer, which is a really big limitation. And what I want to talk about today is the Space Brain Poly Sequencer, which is your affordable cure for getting over the 16-step sequence limitation. This device is awesome, and I want to go through kind of how it works and actually use it in action. The Poly Sequencer is a small handmade device made by Space Brain Circuits. You can get yours on Etsy, and it may be on other markets. I'm not certain, but I know that it's on Etsy. I personally could not find anything on the market close to this price range that does what the Poly Sequencer does. So it's got up to 128 steps. You can send it timing by way of CV or MIDI clock. MIDI in with the controller. Any controller that you want to use runs right through the Poly Sequencer. After you input your steps, of course, it'll throw you back your sequence endlessly. You've got record and a dual function. Well, actually, I guess they're both dual function. So record button and rest entry. And then you've got stop and play of your sequence. You can interrupt the sequence and play on top of it. You can override it and re-record new notes into the sequence. Both of those you can do as it's playing. Okay, so we're working with a kind of a psychedelic dance track that I'm trying to complete here. I'm dealing with the Roland MC101. I've got kind of a TB oriented bass line and a sampled drum track that I'm working with. So here's that. So I'm using a controller behind me. I'm going kind of right through the Poly Sequencer. I'm timing it with this Korg Volca here, but again, you could do that with MIDI. It depends on kind of your workflow and what you're doing. But what I'm wanting to do here with the Korg Mono is throw out kind of some endless notes that I can then change my analog settings in the Korg Mono and really work with a performance. So I'm going to run the track. I'm going to hit record right here on the Poly Sequencer, and you're going to hear me inputting notes. I'm going to input them at not a sequenced timing, but at just a play timing. I'm just getting the notes into the unit. So here we go. That's probably long enough. Let's hit stop. Excuse me. Okay, so now, if I just simply hit play now, I should get my notes. And you see what I mean about the ability to kind of create a whole other layer of performance by running this kind of long sequence behind it. Now, if I love that performance, I can also save it into the unit, and it really, in my opinion, takes a synth like this and takes your performance ability just kind of through the roof in terms of what you can really do with it. I want to think if there's anything else I've missed. You can slow down your timing if you want to time by eighths or sixteenths, and that kind of thing. You've got that option here, but really, really awesome device. Extremely affordable. Like I said, I couldn't personally find anything that was close to this. And you can, of course, use it with any synth that's got a MIDI input on it. So even a synth maybe that doesn't have a sequencer at all, a fully manual analog or a modular, you could that doesn't have a sequence, this would help you add a sequencer to it. So awesome job, Space Brain Circuits. Really love this device. Thanks, peace. Check out Matt Martz music.